Hi guys, so there's a very disgusting and sinister race to the bottom taking place in the leadership campaign to replace Boris Johnson. Both Sunak and Truss know that they have to appear tough on refugees because if they don't, it will turn off the very small portion of the population who are Tory party members, and that smaller section of society that is permanently angry about immigration. The Mail on Sunday ran with this headline: Truss, I'd send more migrants to Africa. Then we have this from a Rishi Sunak supporter.
But we have had planes on the tarmac ready to take off. So had it gone according to plan, there would already have been asylum seekers who had been sent to Rwanda. From what we've seen, what the Rwandan government and the UK government have shown us, there are residences ready to receive these people. That has not happened. We've ended up in court with a £120 million bill, which, for all intents and purposes, we've lost, haven't we?
Well, no, I don't agree with that. I do think that to judge a policy over only a few weeks of it coming into force is not fair. We have faced legal challenge. We, of course, abide by the law.
Okay, but what is the point in having an Attorney General? The Attorney General's job is to provide legal advice to the government, telling the government this particular policy is lawful or unlawful. That's her job, and she's paid a significant amount of money to do that. Now, there are two possibilities here. Either she gave bad advice, so she's incompetent, so she should be sacked, or the government, she gave good advice, she told the government this is unlawful, and the government ignored it and went ahead with it anyway. Which begs the question, what's the point in having her in place if you're going to ignore her legal advice? Now, I think she's probably incompetent anyway. I don't think she's a very good legal expert. I don't think she's a good Attorney General. But if the advice was bad, then she should be fired. If the advice was good and the government ignored it, then why are they ignoring this £120 million that's gone down the toilet, basically? The taxpayer picking up the bill once again because Boris Johnson and his party, I'm trying to choose the right words here, his party want to keep racists within Britain happy. Well, a piece of news for you: you can't keep racists happy. They are permanently angry.
And the big challenge is coming in September, when we'll know the fundamentals of the policy and what the view of the independent judiciary is. I think it's vitally important that we make this a success, because it might well be an example of how we can work with other countries in order to share the responsibility.
What do you mean, share the responsibility? A very small percentage of people who seek asylum around the world arrive in the UK. We're talking about 3-4%, maybe not even at that. A very small percentage of people who seek asylum around the world arrive in the UK. And of course, people like this are trying to say, you know, we're overflowing with people, we can't take any more, while at the same time, there's a shortage of workers. People want to get to the UK. Many people want to arrive and claim asylum, but they don't want to stay refugees forever. They would like to integrate into society. They would like to get jobs. They want to work. The UK government doesn't allow refugees to work, doesn't allow asylum seekers to work. But they want to work. They want to contribute. They want to build a life in the UK. And you're shutting them out, and you're saying we're going to send you to Rwanda. Why? Well, because we have to keep the racists and bigots happy.
For safe haven for people fleeing persecution. That's what we're talking about here. And I think that this particular initiative was carefully thought out. It involves...
It was carefully thought out. By whom? Who thought it out? Because obviously it was not well thought out, because it faced legal challenges. Like, why not test it first? Say, okay, will this withstand legal challenges? Yes, it will. Okay, then let's go back to the drawing board before actually releasing the legislation, before putting it in place.
To say funding for Rwanda and indeed suitable, humane and appropriate accommodation, I think it should be given a chance, and it should be given a chance to operate, and then we can see how we can develop it further, fully accepting our international obligations as a country that has always welcomed refugees.
what they're trying to do is sell you two ideas here. They're trying to sell you the idea that we are open, welcoming refugees, but at the same time, we're tough and we're going to send these people to Rwanda, and to hell with the consequences. And we're willing to waste money in order to do so. So we're willing to spend £120 million during a cost of living crisis to keep racists and bigots happy, because the racists and bigots are the ones who will decide who will be the next prime minister. That's it. So it's a race to the bottom. Who's the biggest racist and bigot in the Conservative Party? Is it Liz Truss or is it Rishi Sunak? Who's going to be tougher? Who's going to appeal to these people more? It's a sad reality. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.